Again, James 1:20 makes the distinction between the two. The anger of man does not achieve the righteousness of God. Anger in and of itself is neither right nor wrong, good nor bad. All right? God gets angry. Romans chapter 1 says the wrath of God. But take the life of Jesus as we compare this, because we know that he was the sinless, impeccable Son of God. But we also know he got angry. I mean, at the beginning of his earthly ministry and at the end of his earthly ministry, he walked into the temple, walked up the stairs and into the portico of Solomon. And what did he do? He cleansed those money-changing Pharisees, turned those tables over, had a whip in his hand. And I doubt if he went in and said, "Hey guys, would you mind, please, would you do me a favor? Would you just not do that? It really hurts God's feelings." No, the Bible says zeal, passion, the Greek word jealousy for God's house, consumed him. The Son of God, the Lord of glory, the sinless Holy One of Israel was consumed with anger. So obviously, anger is not in itself sin. So what's the difference? Well, looking at that, you can see the difference between the righteous anger of the Son of God and the unrighteous anger that you and I often experience. Well, so let's take a look at the difference. The first thing we see in his anger was that it was controlled. It was passionate, but it was controlled. You don't see God getting out of control. He didn't lose his cool. It doesn't fly off the handle. Ours is uncontrolled. But then it was, if you remember, it was restorative. Its goal was to restore. What is ours? Our goal is to lash out and hurt. That's what our anger looks like. His was redemptive, and ours is selfish. Ours is my way or the highway. You know, you mess with me, you're going to get in trouble, right? Whereas his is redemptive. So you look at those two things and you see the difference between the two immediately. When I am uncontrolled, it's about me, and I lash out to hurt, it isn't the same as the righteous anger of God. And there's a time when you start out disciplining your children. When it's controlled, it's about them. It's directed at the sin, and it's redemptive and restorative, but then it starts to turn.